Welcome to Parts of Montessori, a series where I talk about my past, present, and future experiences in Montessori. I'm Bethany, a former Montessori student and now a Montessori teacher. Parts of Montessori is part of my online business, Parts of the Language LLC, where I sell digital and printable products and services for Spanish language learning and digital and printable products for Montessori environments. In today's episode, I am going to talk about the Knowledge Fair. This March, instead of doing a science fair, we did a knowledge fair. Last year at our science fair, I had parents bring in trifold boards and then the students picked a topic. Some students did experiments, but most students did research about some science-related topic. They did all the research in class and then they typed it up and then put it on their boards. Then the parents came to hear about the different projects. Since they are first, second, and third graders, they needed a lot of help, and they also didn't remember as many of the facts as I would like and had just read off the board. So this year we did a knowledge fair where the students again picked a topic. It could be science related or not, and then look up 10 facts about their topic. They took their topics and then typed up their facts on Canva, having the document landscape. They wrote facts on both halves of the paper, so when it printed out, they would have 2 pages of their book for one sheet. Because in this one, they created a book instead of a big poster board. They cut them in half, the singular page with the 2 pages on it. We cut it in half, and then we put them in laminating sheets back to back. But before I laminated them, the students drew pictures and added anything else they wanted that didn't have to be printed. Once all the papers were laminated, they pushed the bar down on the book binders and we binded the books together. The students practiced reading their books for about 2 weeks in preparation for the knowledge fair. Since we weren't doing the big poster boards this year, I had to think of a way to display the books. I was going to do stands, but then I decided that we could make book stands out of popsicle sticks, and they actually worked very well. We used colored popsicle sticks and hot glue, and then the students picked whatever colors they wanted. And I also thought, because a lot of the students from last year also kept their boards, and this is also an easier way to keep. It's a little book rather than a big poster board, but also they got to take the stands home with them since they made them, so now they have a nice way to display that, whether it be on a shelf or somewhere in the room. And then on the actual day of the knowledge fair, I set up 2 folding tables in the area we were having the fair. I distributed the books evenly amongst the tables so that the students could stand by them when the parents and families walked around. I put golden plastic tablecloths on the tables, but as the days progressed in the knowledge fair, the kids were poking at them, so perhaps using a non-plastic tablecloth would have been better. I also set up a table for cookies for the parents and families to enjoy while they listened to the students read their knowledge fair books. On the first day, we practiced in the morning, and then the families were invited to come visit the students for half an hour at the end of the school day. We held the afternoon presentations on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday to give the parents and their families an opportunity to come on which day they would like. And it's nice because almost every student had a different family member come each day, so it's a nice way for grandparents or other family members to be involved in their learning. On Tuesday and Wednesday morning, the other classes in the school also came to listen to my students talk about their knowledge fair, so the pre-primary, early childhood classes, and even toddlers came by and listened to their projects. It's just a nice way to get the whole school involved. Overall, it went very well. I would change the tablecloths, and also it is a long time for the students to stand, and they got distracted if they weren't reading their book. So I think that I need to think of something else for them to do next year while they're waiting for the people to get to them. They also wanted a cookie, but I told the students we would have to wait till Wednesday, so the last day of the fair, before having a cookie. So maybe I will put the cookies in a different location so that they're not distracted as much. I did prefer them creating the books over the big poster boards, because comparing it to last year with the big poster board, they were more involved and connected to it since they like books and they know what a book is. They know they go there to find knowledge or to read a good story. And with a big poster board of information, it just didn't have the same connection as I saw with the book. I also had students write a dedication in their book, and most of it was dedicated to my mom and dad, or someone even dedicated it to a shipwreck because they did it about a shipwreck. So it was up to them what they wanted to dedicate it to, but the families did come and say that it wasn't necessary to have the dedication, but it was a nice touch. So do you do knowledge fairs at your school or science fairs? And what does it look like at your school? I feel like most schools do their science fairs with the upper elementary, but here's your sign to do it with lower elementary students as well. Of course, this episode is sponsored by my own business, Parts of the Language LLC. Please sign up for my free Montessori hub of resources that you can use in your Montessori environments. There are over 15 plus items, including 453 printable math equation cards, 36 weeks for first and second level editing sentences, and so much more. Thank you for listening. Bye-bye.